So, I am saying that we have fully functioning and completely operative, or completely operating, fully functional and completely operational. That's the word I'm saying. I don't know if completely operational sound right. Completely operational. Well, you know what I'm trying to say. Spycraft operations being engaged in by members of a secret society cult, and it does include members of government functioning within the United States. Not every suicide is them. However, some of the suicides are them. And don't let them tell you that it's some sort of operation to protect children in your community. That's their scam. And they run operations that cause people to harm your children using psychological warfare, psychological torture, and worse. I've been through that mill and haven't touched your children. But there are other people that I imagine would fail. God has used me for this because I don't sit there and say, well, I made it through, therefore they should have made it through. This stuff was designed for CIA in combat. It is causing your communities to become unsafe so they can come in and say, well, we're doing this because your community's unsafe. Don't you want your children safe? So anytime you question what they're doing, they'll sabotage your community and cause it to fall further into crime, especially violent crime against women and children. This is who they are. This is who they've been. This is who you've been paying to protect you. So you're essentially paying protection to your government and private sector people that are engaged in this as they make a need for you to need them. And some of you are afraid to say anything because some of you have figured it out. Here we go again. Oh, wow. I'm slowly getting over it, but I still have it. They're trying to get some things going on. Trying to read something right now. The things letting me know, they know every activity of your life, how your sex life's going on, how your marital life is, how your cheating on your wife life is. They can actually steer that and create it also using those spycraft techniques. Here's an example also. They'll do something like maybe pick a parking spot someplace you go, and then they're there. And then leave, and then somebody be in a vehicle that you'll recognize. Then, like I said something about it, right? There was no vehicle there similar to what I was shopping for this time. And, of course, not every vehicle that I see that's similar to the one I'm shopping for is them. But I know it's happening that it is them some of the time. But the parking spot that person used had another vehicle with somebody sitting in it with its lights on. Now, that could not be them, but could be them. Because now they've identified that parking spot. And also leaving their lights on, something they do. They'll sit there with their lights on in their car. And will you to be annoyed, because I can read that part of it too. So these are the kind of subliminal things that they're doing. You go, well, how can that, why are you, it's nothing. Well, number one, it's stalking. It's against the law. It's felony federal stalking. Second, they're doing it to other people also around me so that they won't feel comfortable around me and would be prime for their person when they come in and tell them to operate me. Might be a law enforcement officer down the road, stops and says, have you seen this guy around? Yeah, it's kind of weird around him. But they won't tell them that there's this secret society associated with my appearance. This is really what's going on in the country. God has condemned the nation. It has no right to exist. I'm not telling anybody to act out violently, but I have been instructing you for over 15 years on what's going on here and what you should do instead of what you're doing. I'm alive and halfway sane by the grace of God. Now, why do I say halfway sane? Because there's no way to be perfectly sane with what they're doing. I'm not a danger to anyone, but boy, I live one of the roughest lives I know, in reality. In reality. So again, the police officers don't bother to look at it because they don't care. It's part of their operation. It's part of maintaining that secret society cash pool within the community. Now, it's not every police officer. That's for sure. So this whole FBI investigation and corruption and all that, do you realize what a scam it is? You realize how pissed off God must be? It's a scam. It's a scam beyond a scam. They're actually part of a criminal enterprise that engages in every crime they investigate, to include murder in the first degree. That's your FBI. Doesn't that make you angry? Doesn't that make you angry? Or do you feel like you've been given in life, therefore nothing they do should ever be questioned? That the director should be above the president and the president's oversight? Or do you understand that that's part of the criminal enterprise corruption? And do you realize that you will stand in front of God on Judgment Day? And do you understand if you are in the FBI today doing what I'm telling you or knowing about what I'm telling you and you stay there, you are going to hell and will be tortured forever by a holy God and his demon horde that you created with your minds. Praise God in all that you do. Stay peaceful. They're going to hell. They're going to hell. They're going to hell.